Welcome back. This is C. Murray once again. We are doing the Kingdom Hearts 2.5 HD Remix critical walkthrough of just Kingdom Hearts 2, of course. And we're off to Beast Castle. But of course, we first have to do our little gummy ship mission of the Stardust Sweet. As you can see, it's a lot more dynamic, the gummy ship this time around. There's just a lot more going on. It's more visually interesting. It's much more expansive, even though it's a linear course. It just feels like you have a lot more room to roam around. Where the original gummy ships, it was kind of like very straightforward. And this is too, but it gives you the ability to like go up, down, turn left, right. And you could argue you could do that in the original as well, but not to the extent of this. Like alert, boom, go down, the entire course flips, well, the camera at least. It's more enjoyable. I don't mind these levels where it's sometimes you just want to get to the next world and not deal with this. It's kind of refreshing at times. Sometimes you need a break, and this switches the game up nicely. So yeah, I'm impressed because I was not a fan of the original gummy ships at all. But we are on our way to Beast Castle to progress the story. And it shouldn't be too difficult. As you guys know, or might not know, I am also doing a critical mode walkthrough of Birth by Sleep, playing as Ventus for right now. So I suggest checking that out in case, I mean, this is my first experience with the game. I've never played it before. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I never played it before. And I am enjoying it. You could tell the type of platform it's coming from, of course. It's not coming from the PlayStation 2, it's coming from the PSP. And the game shows, and it's not as expansive, but it is extremely impressive for a handheld. Minus the controls, it's not too impressive, but it's tough because we're spoiled with the first one on Kingdom Hearts for the PlayStation 2, and then we're spoiled with Kingdom Hearts 2, and then even the 3DS version, which I haven't played, but looks like it got it pretty right. But the 3DS is a impressive system in my opinion, handheld system. I played the Ocarina of Time on it, and I loved it. I thought it was perfect, as perfect as you can get. I mean, it is a port from N64, but it looked beautifully. It handled well, and I liked how it used like the access, the visual access to like look around, to aim. Sometimes it was annoying, but yeah, I enjoyed it. And right now I'm finishing up A Link Between Worlds. I know I'm like a year, 2 year late at this point, but I enjoy it, and I really think it's a great game. I didn't think I was going to like it. I haven't played A Link to the Past in probably over 10 years. And I didn't think it needed a sequel, but then you realize it's not really a sequel. It's just kind of like an homage. It uses the kind of the general basis of A Link Between Worlds. It's not a direct sequel. It's not like, and then this happens, because that's essentially what every Zelda game is almost a sequel of itself, and prequels. And like Skyward Sword is technically a prequel, but all it does is reference things. It's not like. But this isn't about Zelda, guys. I like to get off track. There's not really much to talk about in the gummy ship. Shoot things and don't get blown up. Beast Castle, let's land. The level system progresses a lot more fast in this game. Well, to be fair, we had like a 3-hour intro. But here, just defeat the Heartless. Very simple, very easy. Nice way to warm you up to the level. While these guys are slightly annoying, they're not as annoying as those little shits in Birth by Sleep that are kind of mimicking them. And see, do you see that? It was like locking me onto the rose. Like, why would I want to hit that? It auto locks me over there, and then I'm sitting there spending like 3 frames. See? Well, that was actually the Heartless, okay. I could have sworn it did that. I can't remember right now, since I'm playing both concurrently. Is that the right word? Probably not. Since I'm playing both games at the same time, Birth by Sleep in Kingdom Hearts 2. I'm not sure why I broke into Valor mode. I guess I just wanted to get some points since I was like, oh, there's a lot of Heartless. And then, of course, it ends on me immediately. What's happening here is Beast is storming in, and you think he's helping, and he kind of does, but like he's kind of a dick about it. So, yes, I did edit that, and that's because I saved. I'm not going to bother leaving my saves in. So yeah, every time you see this, of course, you should know by now, just hand over some synthesis material. I don't believe we have any recipes or that we can actually utilize yet. Oh, drive recovery. I don't do that yet though. So yeah, we're gonna progress into, I'm not sure what it's called. Oh yeah, I buy some of these sardonyx rings, just to, why not, boost some strength and AP. And then I realize I'm kind of farting around in the menu too long, so I get some healing items, but I might start cutting things like this out. I think I start sifting through abilities slowly here. It's kind of a waste of time. You guys could develop your own strategies, and if I think anything's essential, I'll be sure to let you know, like for bosses or crowd control. I could sit there and be like, alright, you want this, like I'll tell you if you really need it or if it's super beneficial, but you should be able to just figure all this out yourself. I mean, and with the amount of AP you have here in critical mode for Sora, it's crazy, and it's actually quite interesting because you finish Kingdom Hearts 1, and a lot of games do this with the sequels. You finish the first game like all powerful, fully like wielded up with your abilities and attacks and HP, and then you play the sequel, and I know for the purpose of the game everything has to be like starting over, because why wouldn't it be? It wouldn't be a game if you just started at the highest level or picked up from the level you were in the previous game. But within the universe it doesn't make sense because you were the all-powerful strong person, and then in this game you're the same like strength. And I guess that's where this game kind of did it right, at least in critical mode. They hand you 2 Keyblades, so right then and there, you're like more effective with wielding the Keyblade. Like, look at that, man, you're kicking ass in the air. So even though you're a low level with low HP, you're still a badass. And now you got 2 Keyblades to fuck shit up. You don't actually want to go up here, folks. I'm making a mistake. Well, you do, but not at the moment. There's some items to get outside, and we're going to turn around and get those. And then, on critical mode, they give you all this AP for abilities, and it just makes it feel like, oh, okay, it makes sense. And I know there's a lot of people that can argue, it's like, well, he's been asleep, he lost all his abilities, but that doesn't make any sense to me. Not good enough. There's a lot of references, as there should be, to 358 over 2 days in this game. It's almost a direct correlation, actually. More so with the Roxas side of things. But if you have not checked that out, at the very minimum, I do suggest you check out for the Kingdom Hearts 1.5 HD, if you just watch it, the cutscenes. I think it's like 3 hours. It's kind of long, but you get some easy achievements, well, trophies for PlayStation. You get some easy trophies just for watching it, and it'll kind of get you up to speed with things. Just some of the behind the scenes and backstory of Roxas and Axel, and a lot of fucking ice cream. For those of you who have seen it or watched it or played it, no, the whole fucking game spent about sitting on the goddamn clock tower eating ice cream. I like some of the architecture. I always have. I always found it really interesting. What's weird though is, now maybe my mind's just scattered, but what is Hollow Bastion from? Was that created for this game? The name sounds familiar. That's where Beast was in the first game, but here Beast Castle is separate than Hollow Bastion. Makes me want to look it up, like what is Hollow Bastion from? And I'm doing that right now. What is Hollow Bastion from? Oh, so I guess it is just from Kingdom Hearts? Hold on. The name Hollow Bastion comes from what game or movie? I know everyone's like freaking out. They're like, you're doing a walkthrough on Kingdom Hearts and you don't know this? What? But I'm sorry, folks. I do love these games, and I do love the lore of it. But I mean, I played these games years ago, and then I haven't seen Disney movies in years. Well, I've seen some. I've made like a pact to myself, or at least I just have this goal. By the way, these guys, we all remember these. They could be a pain in the ass. Be careful when they get like berserked. Once you kill this one, I think 3 more pop up, so be aware. What's good is just stay behind him, like right here. He's gonna do some damage. You want to steer clear of him. And it is easy to die at this part because this is critical mode. While we are grateful to have all these AP abilities and dual wielding keyblades, these 3 guys teaming up on you is a quick game over. As you can see, boom, 1 hit. Thank God Donald was looking out, right? So what you want to do here is get him when he's on his ass. Make sure you do this. Boom, just keep him down. See, he's berserking up. He's about to get pissed off. I screwed up, missed it. Dodge good. Get him. But as you can see, there is a way. Just make sure you do your attacks. Start aerial and come down. And then we can take care of him. And then one-on-one. I mean, it's about as simple as it gets. Alright, so let's see. Like the title says, because I really want to... Hollow Bastion is a complete original world of Kingdom Hearts. It is not based on a movie. It's like Traverse Town, Destiny Island, and the End of the World. They're all original. It's a really good name, and it sounds Disney-like. Hollow Bastion. I don't know why. Maybe because of Sebastian from Little Mermaid? I don't know. Can't go out here. That's pretty much it for this room. Yeah, I love the architecture in this game. I love the way this game looks. It is a step up from Kingdom Hearts 1. And everything is slightly improved. Mechanically, that is. But here we're just going to go up these stairs. I choose to fight some Heartless to, I guess, gain some experience. I have no idea why. But we go up here and we are going to meet Belle. And that's pretty much going to do it for this video. These games, or these stages or levels, are pretty straightforward. So that's it for this one, folks. I appreciate you watching. Be sure to check out the Birth by Sleep critical walkthrough if you're interested, and come back for part 2. Alright, folks. See you on the next one.